when we're talking about 65 Square, we're really talking about wanting to build something that is meant for everyone, that is kind of all inclusive. This is not just a system for children, but it will be a system to keep children safer. When we take a look at what's on screen here, this is a 3D object that businesses will take advantage of inside 65 Square. Now, this is just one of several templates we're working on. So one of our awesome developers designed this floor plan of this 3D model. Obviously, this 3D model is not complete, but what this is an example of is what the system is going to look like. So it's really going to be about exploring as if you're in Google Street View. You know, if you had social media, if Google Street View was social media, and some could argue that it is, but if Google Street View was, you know, your typical social media, you know, what might it look like? And when we were considering this, when we first started in April of last year or May of last year, we were thinking, oh, we're going to just create this 3D world and we will, you know, build what Google is doing. And then we sadly came to the realization that we're not going to be doing what somebody else is doing. We're going to kind of create something custom. And sadly, I say, because it means a lot more work, but we are making a lot of great progress. And what we're really doing here, and you know, aside from this not being textured or having any color here, obviously, we can see the outline of what this particular store will look like. Now, this particular store could be anything. The floor is going to be, you know, patterned like a typical store. It will have a ceiling. The, you know, the fixtures to put products on are going to be, you know, in the style of the store. And obviously, these are some display cases here. So what's going to happen is that any mom and pop shop that you know of is going to be able to come into 65 Square and set up a store like this. And this is just one of 10 styles of business interiors that we're designing that a business owner will essentially get to choose from. So they'll get to set up the store, and then the user will come and explore their store. Not only that, but we're integrating augmented reality into this. So if this is a clothing store, for instance, and I'm in the clothing department, sorry, I'm kind of new to navigating these 3D models like this. But let's say, for instance, I have, you know, these, I don't know how to get a better view of this here, but if we have this filled with coats, for example, as a business owner, right away, out of the box, I will be able to use general, you know, JPEG photos, basic photos, to create a 3D model of that piece of clothing. I will also be able to do that with my iPhone, iPhone 12 Pro and Max, as well as 13 Pro and Max, as well as iPad with LiDAR. So I'm going to be able to scan objects to actually place them in my store. So if this is a coat, for instance, I will be able to take it off the shelf and I will be able to try it on using augmented reality. How cool is that? This is just one of many features that we're offering for businesses. So if you're a business owner, it's time to start thinking about getting inside 65 Square and purchasing a plot for your business. Over here is going to be a spot for you as a business owner to rent out space to someone else. How cool is that? Say if you want to have a business that maybe has a complementary product. Say, for instance, I have a clothing store and it's all women's clothing, except I don't have hats. And maybe there's a hat business inside 65 Square that I would like to support. For a few days, I can have that hat business set up inside my store, because if I have a lot of traffic, I can essentially now rent out space in my store. We are building this as one of many, many options to monetize inside our system. This is very exciting stuff. We are really, really excited to be bringing you this and to be bringing healthier social media to the world. This is just a peek inside what we are doing as far as the development process. And I hope that you are excited about it as well. Thanks for watching. Make sure to get on 65square.com for more information. We are Defend. We are a nonprofit looking to reduce risks for children and vulnerable people online. And 65 Square is a project that we have undertaken to essentially stop the 20 million child sex abuse reports that have occurred on Facebook platforms in 2020 alone. Remarkable stuff. And we can do that if we verify everyone. If you're verified as a business owner, think about what that means for instance, fraud detection, being able to stop fraud before it even happens. Who's going to try and defraud you if they are verified in the system? Likely nobody. And we have some pretty strong methods for verification that are privacy centric. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a great afternoon, and we will see you next time.